continuing coverage of the disaster in the Gulf of Mexico, and we have all feared and expected that we're going to see the kinds of pictures that we now have. We had hoped we wouldn't, certainly. A lot of folks had probably prayed they wouldn't, but we have them now. And the first pictures of this kind have come from our correspondent Steve Harrigan. Let's take a live look a mile underground, under the surface, where crews are working to contain the spewing oil, which one group predicts could reach the east coast of the United States in just a matter of weeks. I mentioned Steve Harrigan in Grand Isle, Louisiana, where Hurricane Katrina came ashore. And Steve, I was able to look at some of your videotape in the commercial break, and it is the harsh reality we had all feared.
Shepard, we're just back from Governor Jindal on a helicopter tour. We were in East Grand Terre, right off the coast of Louisiana. Up until now, we've really been focusing on how this spill is affecting the people of Louisiana, but today, for the first time, we got to see how it's already affecting the animals. I'm not even sure I can find a stick to see what it actually looks like. That's a bird. Just a few yards further down, you see another pelican in even worse shape, totally immersed in thick oil, still blinking its eyes, but really unable to move out of that gunk. Just floating in a sea of oil so sticky it can barely lift its beak out of the sludge. Of course, two of those birds were brown pelicans. It's hard to tell underneath all that oil. The brown pelican, of course, is the state bird of Louisiana. Up until a year ago, it was on an endangered species list here. It's just recently been taken off that endangered species list. It may have to go back on, but perhaps if you're looking for a symbolic picture, the state symbol of Louisiana choking to death on oil from the BP spill, it would be harder to find a stronger one than that.
It really would, Steve. I know this is just killing folks out there, and I'm also curious. Reporters have had to go to gone to great lengths to try to get these pictures. It's our understanding from the reporting of some of our colleagues that the BP's making it difficult.
You really get the sense that Governor Jindal is taking things into his own hand. He had the state build that sand berm there, a 6-foot-high berm, at the state's own expense. So they're not getting a whole lot of help from BP. What he's really pushing for is more berms and for BP to pay up or get out of the way. He's actually seeing that sand berm and those dead birds there as a sign of success, as strange as that might sound, because without that berm, that oil would go even further inland to where those birds breed. So we saw a handful of dead pelicans there. The guys who work there told me you can walk up and down that beach and see dead birds all over the place. But if that oil got past the berm, we'd see much worse than those pictures we're showing you today.
Well, Steve Harrigan, thanks for the unvarnished truth out there, sir. We appreciate it.